Hey everyone, it's Epoch here, and welcome to my entry into this week's comic book cover challenge set by Alan at Comic Collector Geek, the theme of which was foreign covers. And again, with last week's challenge, I'm a few days late with getting this uploaded, so the new challenge should be out today, so I'm excited to see what that is. But just now, I'm doing last week's challenge, which is the foreign covers. Now, me being in the UK, all covers are technically foreign to me, but I know Alan was quite clear in his video that for the purpose of the challenge is that foreign is anything that is outside of US published comics. So today I'll be showing kind of a mixed bunch. It'll be a mixed bunch of stuff that's like versions of the American comics themselves or stuff that's unique to those countries. So let's take a look at 10 things I've picked out from my personal collection that relate to the theme of foreign covers. Let's take a look. The first entry this week is a little bit of a cheat because it's not actually a specific issue, but it's a trade paperback of the first 4 issues of Ash, Austrian Superheroes. So when I took a city break to Austria about 5 years ago, I came across this comic shop and asked if they had anything that was unique to Austria. So I was showing this Austrian superheroes. So Ash numbers 1 to 4 in a trade paperback. So it's just a sort of a team up book between these different heroes that are based in Austria. And I think it's Captain Austria here on on the cover. They also had the floppy of issue 5 there at the time, but I didn't really have a safe way of transporting it home, shall we say? So I just picked up the trade. So yeah, so this is all in German. But yeah, so Ash, Austrian Superheroes, it's just a cool, fun looking team up book. So I'm glad I picked this up when I was over there. Next up is Urawali. So Urawali is a Scottish comic strip about the adventures of this guy here, Wally. It's printed in the Sunday Post, which is a newspaper over here. But every year they do a collected edition of a lot of the strips from that year, and they alternate with the Bruins, which is another strip that's featured. So one year the Urawali collected annual will come out, and the other year it will be the Bruins. So I went with Urawali. I found the most Scottish looking one I could of the ones that I have. So this is the 1992 one. But yeah, it's just a series of kind of newspaper comedy strips about this kid here living life as a lad from Scotland. So that's Urawali. Next up is a random issue of Astonishing Spider-Man. I just picked up out of a box in one of my cupboards. So this is Astonishing Spider-Man Volume 3, number 33. And what Astonishing Spider-Man was Marvel UK used to print Astonishing Spider-Man. And after 2000, when kind of Marvel UK kind of folded up, it was Panini that licensed it. So what happens is this like a American comic book sized, but it with the like a kind of hard card kind of cover stock. And each issue reprints 3 issues from America. So this is like 3 sort of Spider-Man related issues. So they were usually running about maybe 6 months behind. I think it closed in a bit after a while, but yeah. So I just picked a random one out of the box, so I didn't have time to sort through them. So this is Astonishing, like I said, Astonishing Spider-Man, Volume 3, number 33. And the cool thing about when it was printed by Marvel UK is that a lot of the covers were original, whereas when it went to Panini, all of the covers were just reprints of covers from America. So I wish I'd been able to grab one of the sort of sort of Marvel UK ones, so that way you could see an example of like an original cover. But like I said, unfortunately, I just grabbed the first one I could find and from the cupboard, and that was this one. I don't really I feel like I should take better care of these UK ones. I used to just pick them up kind of here and there. My brother was really collecting these for a while, just because it was so much cheaper to buy these. Because this is like it was a few pound for 3 issues rather than the American floppies that were expensive even back then. And I mean they're more expensive now. But yeah, so this is the example I chose: Astonishing Spider-Man, Volume 3, number 33. Next up again is another random one pulled from the cupboard. Again, it's another Panini book. This was a title they did called Marvel Legends, which again was 3 issues collected, but this collected an issue of Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor. They had other lines as well. They had, like I say, the Astonishing Spider-Man that I showed you. There was Essential X-Men, Wolverine, which became Wolverine and Gambit, and then Wolverine and Deadpool. I think they had a specific Avengers one as well for a while. I never, I kind of stopped getting them after a while. But this is another kind of random one I picked out. I think this one was one of my brothers actually. So I don't remember getting the Marvel Legends ones, but again, it's just a box full of them. And like I say, although I feel like I should take better care of them. But again, yeah, it's the same deal as before. It's just Marvel Legends collected 3 issues from America, and in this particular title, it was always for Captain America and Iron Man. So that's Marvel Legends number 54. Next up is a UK edition as well, this time for DC Comics. These are published by Titan in the UK, Titan, I do believe, publish comics in America, but they publish these DC ones here in the UK, and it's the same deal as the Panini Marvel reprints. Is a reprint for kind of 3 issues. So in this one, DC Showcase number 3. So this one includes a Supergirl issue, a Black Canary issue, and a Batgirl issue. And this cover is taken from Supergirl number 4 from the New 52 run. But this is DC Showcase number 3. I never bought any of these DC ones because I kind of stopped buying these UK comics years and years ago. I just happened to get this one in a random lot of Supergirl and Power Girl related issues. So I have it here to show you. So that's DC Showcase number 3. Next up, we have the official movie comic book adaptation of Hulk. So this is the UK version of the Marvel Comics comic adaptation of the 2003 Hulk film with Eric Bana. So this is the UK version. It's kind of the UK one is like this is like a square bound, like a perfect bound square bound issue, and just reprints that movie tie-in for the Hulk movie. We have a kind of a beautiful cover here by the great Dale Keown, probably one of the best, if not the best, Hulk artist to have ever hulked his art. So that's a Hulk movie tie-in one shot, the UK version, again published by Panini. And next we have the UK version of the official comics adaptation of X-Men the movie. I think this was still when it was published by Marvel UK, before it switched over to Panini. This is, I remember, one of the first kind of UK comics I ever got. Picked it up just because I loved the film so much. And the giant poster is still inside this one. I think this is technically a variant because it came this version. I remember it came free with a newspaper, and you had to send away a token or something. So instead of the barcode for the store version, it just says "free with the Sun," which is a tabloid newspaper here. But yeah, so this is the X-Men movie adaptation again, just reprinting the comic adaptation that came out in America, just in all together in one issue here rather than separate issues as I think it was in America. I think 3 issues was it? I'm not sure, but anyway, so here's the UK version of X-Men the movie. The next comic I'd like to show is Spectacular Spider-Man Adventures number 53. This is another Marvel UK comic. I think it was taken over by Panini, but I don't think it lasted very long under Panini. So this one is more like a magazine size. It was aimed at younger kids. But what it did is it would often had original stories and original art. So this is an original cover, I believe, and I think it's an original. I believe it's an original story in this one, and I think all the covers were original. But sometimes it would reprint other things, like I know John Byrne's Spider-Man Year 1 or Chapter 1 as it was printed in this, and I think it reprinted the 90s Spider-Man animated TV series comics. They were reprinted in this as well, and each issue came with like a free gift. So this one still has it attached. It's like a door name tag thing. But yeah, so this is a fun one. So this is Spectacular Spider-Man Adventures number 53, and I'm surprised I have this one in such good condition, considering we've had them since we were kids, kind of thing. So yeah, it's an interesting one. So Spectacular Spider-Man Adventures number 53. Next up, we have a UK Golden Age comic. I've shown this cover before. I showed it in the punching covers challenge, so if you want to check out that video as well, it'll be linked to the end. But this is Super Thriller comic number 15, and it features the adventures of Ace Hart, the Atom Man, which is original stories for this comic, but it does have a couple of backup stories as well, which I believe are reprints from American publications. But I believe the Ace Hart stories are kind of original to these to these UK issues. So that's Super Thriller comic number 15. And the final entry this week is an issue of Dengeki Daio. This is the issue 2 of the 2014 volume, so the February issue. So in Japan, the manga, before they're collected in the volumes that are released here, or the tankobans as they're called in Japan, they're released in these comic books, which are like giant like phone books with a kind of low quality newsprint. So each month, each publication, so like Dengeki Daio, like this one, which is a sister publication to Dengeki Bunko, and other publications like Weekly Shonen Jump, etc., that kind of thing. What they do is each month they print a chapter from various different series that are going on. So after a few issues, if the story hasn't been well received by audiences, they just cut it and start something new. So that's why a lot of the manga we get over here is quite good stuff, because it survived the kind of test of the floppies, I guess, in Japan. So this particular one, I have this one because it contains the first chapter of a certain accelerator, which is a spin-off from a certain magical index. And we've got accelerator here on the cover as well, which is cool. So yeah, it's just a random one I have, because these are meant to be thrown away in Japan. Really, they're just because of the quality they are, because they come out weekly. It is interesting as well as these, because people that collect manga in the West are just really collecting the volumes, and they don't necessarily think the same way as collectors of American comics do as well. So it's relatively cheap if you know where to go to pick up old issues for first appearance characters. So like like the first appearance of, say, Luffy from One Piece or something like that. The original Shonen Weekly Jump with that first chapter in is relatively easy to get. A lot of the it's a good way to get first appearances if you're really into manga, is to get these, because a lot of people don't actually collect them in that way, which is interesting. So I just wanted to grab a Japanese example for this video. So here we have issue 2 of the 2014 volume of Dengeki Daio. So that was my entry into this week's comic book cover challenge set by Alan at Comic Collector Geek. The theme for this video was foreign covers. So if you'd like to take part, then pick out 10 foreign comics or covers from your collection, make a video showcasing them, use the hashtags #FridayComicChallenge and hashtag foreign cover. That way everyone in the community can get a look, and you never know, maybe see something from another country they want to add to their own collection. If you'd like to check out some of my previous entries into the comic book cover challenge, and please check out this playlist that's linked here at the side, and otherwise I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.